y'all, it's your girl Finity Bree, and I am finally back with another video. It has been such a minute since I've been up here talking to y'all, but I am inside, I am fully ready to get back to YouTube, and I missed it a lot, so I'm back. I went through my content and I kind of did some spring cleaning. This because we're on a new journey. This is a new journey for me. 2023 is a new journey academically, spiritually, social medially, everything. I'm not playing, y'all. I'm not playing. But as I was saying, I will be doing my makeup today and just talking about my first semester at A&T and my goals for 2023. Currently it's December 26th, so I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a Happy New Year. I know we will. And I don't want to say too much in the intro because it's talking the whole video, but let's get ready. I just finished my first semester at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, the #1 HBCU, and the only HBCU. Let me stop. Let me get all my stuff out so I'm not rummaging in the video, because that's annoying. Do y'all want to see what I'm using first? I'm gonna do that anyway though. So what I use for foundation is Juvia's Place. I'm a Juvia's Place girl. Don't mind the ugly bottle. I'm in the shade Molly 130. Then I'm gonna stick by them. LA Pro concealer. I use the Morphe setting spray. It's Milani primer. No pores on it, mattifies. It's supposed to be mattifying. So the first semester of college is kind of the topic here. So I live in Holland, and Holland is a all-girl dorm. So one thing I can tell you about the dorms is they're nasty people. There's not no ifs, ands, or buts. You're surrounded by people who did not grow up around you. But there's definitely times where there's some questionable things in the bathroom. It's just like, why did you do that? So my freshmen, we have to stay in these dorms. Unfortunately, most of the freshman dorms are community style. I'm looking in the mirror, y'all, so I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking past y'all. But most of the freshmen have to stay in community style dorms on the south side of campus. So just get ready for that. I went in to the housing process with a very, very high expectations of what a dorm was going to get. I knew I was going to get Prize Suite. If you know, Prize Suites are suite style, and it's on the other side of campus, and they're nicer. Basically, they're newer. I just knew I was going to get that. But if you're a freshman, do not go in there with that as your #1. Have a freshman dorm #1 as well as your #1. That's what I will say. That's what I'm gonna say. August, when you get there, is really, everybody is in good spirits. Upperclassmen, freshmen, obviously, everybody is so excited to be back on campus or be on campus of the HBCU. So it's such good vibes in the beginning. And move-in day for me was pretty hard because I live in Holland, like I said, and Holland doesn't have any elevators. And we were on the 3rd floor. I don't want to talk about it. It's really a trial and error with the party life at A&T in Greensboro. It's definitely a trial and error type thing. Do not stick with one party group. Don't. There's gonna be some very mainstream promotion companies, and don't sit here and they're not the only ones. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't limit that. Don't be limited to when it comes to the parties and stuff if you're into that. Keep your eyes open for different promoters, because the mainstream party promoters companies, 3 parties out of them and you're gonna be tired of it. You're gonna be tired of it. So yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody's trying to get their budgeting together for college. I need you to calculate Ubers and parties into that. Heavy on the freaking Ubers. Don't be gullible. I feel like it's kind of a freshman experience to live and learn. You blow money on stupid stuff, but you live and you learn. I'm trying to give you a little head start. I'm sorry, I'm gonna focus on this. It's my favorite part. There's some stereotypes, tips that people give incoming HBCU students that are kind of drag. #1. Y'all know how everybody say, oh, it's a fashion show. It's a fashion show. Every day you walk outside looking bummy, they're gonna hurt you. That's what it gives. Some people really be trying to push that on HBCUs, but at A&T, that's not the case. First month, okay, I have to try, but when that temperature drops, We don't care no more, y'all. I promise you. That was the HBCU spirits trying to get me, but they know I'm telling the truth. When that temperature drops, when it gets to November, well, everybody in sweats and hoodies, beanies, Uggs, Crocs. I promise you don't stress about, like, do not think that you really have to put it on every day, because you don't. You're not gonna stand out if you don't have the freaking best outfit on. You're not gonna stand out. I just had to get off my chest because they had me shaking my boots thinking I was going to a school full of De'Aras, and that's not the case. Another thing I learned my first semester of college is these college friends that you bond with throughout January up until your orientation, you see at Admitted Students Day, and you might spend a welcome week with them. Take those friendships with a grain of salt. It's amazing to have people around you that you can spend your time with, like enjoy events and stuff, but don't expect a long-term friendship out of everybody needs. You come across so many different people in college. You have to sit down and be realistic and say, I'm not going to actually build a trusting friendship, a like fundamental friendship, a beneficial friendship with every single person. I mean, I had to tell myself that because I met my group in middle school, and that's been my group. I met my group in elementary school, and that's been my group. So when I got into college and I'm being exposed to all these different groups and stuff, it makes you realize that people are really meant for a phase. Some people are really meant for a phase. And that's really the case in college. You know, it's good to have a fun time and make those memories in that moment, but people are weird. People are different from you. People do crazy things. You just might not vibe with them in the long run, and that's okay. And it's very hard to not navigate those friendships until it's too late. Until something happens, you're like, dang, that's done. It's like kind of one of those, but just be prepared for that type of thing. Especially if you're like, you know, a social butterfly. No, they're all not going to be your college gang. It's just not going to last. That's definitely something I learned because it was just so different for me, because I just didn't do that. I just don't fall out with people like that. I'm gonna put on my foundation. After GHO, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be partied out. Literally after GHO, I have not been out. I did not go out again after GHO. It just didn't happen for me. I think all my friends, we was just on chill the whole November, because after GHO was just like, okay, it's getting colder, and then that's when grades are like, you're trying to really either bring up your grades for real, or you chilling, but most people are really just trying to bring their grades up. But now I just want to talk about my 2023 goals when it comes to school in my life. My first semester really definitely taught me that this semester is not high school. The work world is not high school. Like me personally, this school thing has always came fairly easy to me. So I've been used to just I can pay attention in class, do that work, do that test, and I'm good. Like it's never been too much. It's never been a sweat. But in college, it's work. You have to put in time, and I just wasn't used to having to put in as much time to read over all that and study, and I'm doing these problems, but I still not getting it. So it's just a lot of coaching yourself, and I just was not used to having to coach myself like that. So, but yeah, so next semester, I'm definitely going to put more time into my school life, and I'm definitely gonna study. Even if I don't feel like I'm gonna study, I'm gonna study, because yes you do. You always say yes you do. I'm contouring with the Black Radiance contour palette. So like if you're one of those kids where like, I don't like using the word gifted, but if you're a gifted high school, middle school child, know that when in college, you're not gonna be able to float by. So I suggest you go into college already knowing that, instead of finding out and trying to change your habits while in the middle of literally trying to finish like do your first semester. Like it's just it's a wake up call. Another thing that the first semester really taught me is college, you meet so many different personalities, like, and people who have such different morals as you, and you can either I let that kind of irritate you, not irritate you, but like, I've never been around people like this. What do? It's tolerable. You stay around them and you just, everybody don't walk the same path of life. Like, everybody is so different. Like, everybody's mindset is so different, and that is really what I have learned in college. Everybody's not like you. Everybody don't think like you, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody just think differently, and you can adapt and learn stuff from people and keep it pushing. It's no point of trying to fault them or fault yourself because y'all are not doing the same thing. It's life. I spent too much time overthinking and doubting myself in general because of what other people were doing. And it's not saying they were doing anything wrong, it's just they were living their life. And I'm like, hey, I ain't never seen that. And I literally cannot wait to go back spring semester and bring you guys along with me. I'm really, really upset and sad that y'all missed the first semester in GHO and all that, but it's okay. I have 3 more GHOs and countless as an alumni. But I can't wait to get more experience under my belt so like I can truly give way more advice and touch on like deeper stuff and go more into depth and really help some people out. Cause it's definitely a learning process. Like, it's definitely a learning process. This semester I can't wait for Aggie Fest, and Aggie Fest is basically GHO without the alumni. It's like pure students, from what I've heard. And I've heard it gives GHO reinforced money. That's what I heard, y'all. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm not playing this semester, and my support system to get back on my YouTube journey is amazing. My friends, my roommate, they literally been freaking, they won't let me forget like where I used to that. Months later, I am here, and yeah, I'm gonna film this video, and then while my makeup done, I'm gonna film a Christmas haul for y'all. But how do you think my makeup looking? If there's like any like AFP type videos y'all think I should do, please let me know. Like, should I like do like rate the dorms? Should I talk about dorms? Should I talk about admissions, scholarships? Like, what should I talk about? My lash is hanging or something. Yeah, what's that? Next from the makeup though, I really haven't talked about the makeup, but next to the makeup is I use this Juvia's Place palette. It's called the Sweet Pinks, and they were on sale at Ulta, y'all. So I got one, and I used this middle one for blush because I don't have blush, but I just been experimenting with the blush, and I freaking love it. 2023, I'm not playing right. I'm getting back on track academically. I'm getting back on track spiritually, and I'm getting back on track with my hobbies. Like, I felt so lost in December. Like, when I came home and I was home in this room, I'm like, what am I doing outside of school? There's nothing wrong with school being my main focus, but I just never been that type of person. I have always had little extracurriculars, little hobbies going on. And so when I came home, I was back in these 4 walls, my little travel room. It was just really like, okay, I want to get back to what I like doing. Period. I love creating content like on TikTok. I've really been loving TikTok, y'all, and I'm so happy that I've been loving TikTok now. Cause like, TikTok is amazing. I'm gonna use the Black Radiance palette again and use this highlighter. I can't wait to vlog next semester and y'all can meet my friends. Like, I have a bunch of new characters for y'all to meet. Like, it's gonna be, I can't wait, y'all. Like, I'm getting so excited thinking about it. I flipped the camera around. Pretty sure y'all can probably tell on the quality, but I just want to do it for the little outro. But like I was saying, when I go back, it's like I'm opening like a whole new door for like YouTube, because y'all haven't seen my college life yet. Like, y'all ain't even seen my room on here. I can't wait to document it like in this form. But I'm doing my makeup. But yeah, so I really hope you guys like enjoy me just kind of chatting, and like this was just my hey video. Like I'm back, like hey. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.